Okay, so we're gonna go right into I said recording. We're gonna go right into coding. So we see that we still have the first thing here. Welcome to this course. Let's refresh. Okay, so now let's just remove everything we have here. Make the screen a little bigger. Okay, so the first thing I would like to do is set up the template. How you should always write your HTML page. Also, on the first line, I'm just gonna write it out and tell you what it does. So this is called a tag. So this, well, actually, it's not really a tag. I'll show you what a tag is. This is more of a declaration. What it does is it tells the browser that we are using HTML5, the type of document, doc type. Doc type stands for document type. So it's declaring that the document that you're about to see is HTML5. I know you don't see a 5 here, but it's the same thing I just do in HTML. If you want to specify HTML4, it's a long string. You can just Google it. But this is how you specify HTML5. Now, since this is HTML, this is going to be an HTML document, we need to specify it. So you would start with HTML tag, and then you have, and then automatically, if you're using Visual Studio, you have a closing tag. So how do we specify closing tag? We specify closing tag with this character symbol right here. That is a closing tag. When you put that in front, you're specifying a closing tag of an open tag. So here is an opening tag, and here is a closing tag. You should always have opening and closing tags. There are some special cases. When we get there, I'll explain. So everything lives inside of this. Like anything you want to write lives inside of the HTML tag. You need it. This is a way to set it up. So the next step is to have the two types of template. The first is you need to have a head tag, and then you need to have a body tag. So you need to have this. So go ahead and do that. Make sure you have the head tag and you have the body tag. So inside the body tag is where everything that you see here on the screen, this is where you put it. This is where it shows up on the screen. So I'm gonna put a text. I'm gonna explain what the text is. Let's just write it first. I am a text. I'm gonna save it. File, save. Let's go to the screen. Refresh. I am a text. Okay, awesome. So inside of the body tag is where you put everything that you want to show on this screen. You only put that inside the body tag. Inside of the head tag is where you put like important stuff, things about like information about this document, important things. So one of the first important thing is, you see how in this page we have a title of this page. I called it course 100 over here, as you can see. Here it's called adverb. We're gonna get there. Every page has their own. If you go on Facebook.com, Facebook has its own as well. Facebook, as you can see. So to have that, to give your page a name, inside of this head tag, you put a tag called title. Close it, and then whatever you want to call it. We're gonna call this course 100. You can call it anything. Command S to save. Let's take a look at it. This is the page right here. You know what? Let me remove the rest, so you don't get confused. We need this. Yes, we need that. Let's keep that open. Refresh. See the name change. Course 100 right here. Look where my mouse is. You can call it anything you want. So that's the first step in what we need to do. So the next step is we want to start putting more information in here. So remember I spoke earlier about how we want to make our document accessibility. Well, let me bring back that page. let me look for it. There we go. I think it was one of the first things we said we want to do. Accessibility. Do I have it somewhere? Okay. Oh, right here. So this is how the first page would look like when we are done. But one of the things that we want to do is we want to make this site accessible. By accessible, I mean people who need who need tools to actually view the site. They're able to. Those who are colorblind, they can actually go through your page. Screen readers are examples of tools that you use for viewing websites. So most websites, I know you probably wouldn't believe this, but most websites really are not really accessible. And part of the reason is that most developers usually don't have the time to bake in accessibility. The beautiful thing with HTML5 is that most of the stuff comes, like, there are actually HTML tags that will make your life easier. And one of the first things that you need to do is, before you put any text, every page must have a main. A main is a way for the screen reader to know exactly what to start reading. Like, if you have an HTML page without a main, it's hard for the screen reader to say, okay, I'm going to start from here. So once the screen reader sees that you have a main, then it knows, all right, I'm going to start reading this page from the main tag. Enough talking, more coding. So inside the main tag, let's put back some information. Hey, I have my main tag. I save this, Command S, let's take a look at it. I know you don't really see a difference, but trust me, there is a huge difference. This tag just helps tools that people who have difficult time viewing your page. It helps them use screen readers to go through your page. Alright, so the next thing is an H1 tag. You notice I always use an H1 tag. Why is that? So one thing I noticed, I've been coding for a very long time, and one thing I noticed in a lot of people's code is that most pages don't start with an H1 tag, and that's wrong. Every single page should have an H1 tag. Every single page. You should only have one. This allows the screen reader to actually know that, hey, this is the beginning title. It's like reading a book without a cover. Have you ever seen that? You buy a book from Barnes and Noble or from Amazon, and it doesn't have a title. I mean, it's reading a book without a title. This is the title of the page, basically. I know here we have a title tag, but this is like the title of the page for the screen reader. The screen reader needs to see this. So again, I'm teaching you the correct semantical way of, if that's a word, the correct semantical way of actually writing a proper website. So you need a main tag and a closing tag, and you need an H1 tag. Let's stop the video. I think we've been recording for a little bit long.